Hello again, everyone. I'm Richard Weil, and I'm the principal and owner of National Restaurant Consultants, and we welcome you into our 90th video of the NRC Helpful Moment. And joining us, as always, is Mr. Brian Devine, president of Top Line Management, Cafe Fuel. Hello, Brian. How are you today?
I am terrific, Richard. How about yourself?
Doing well, doing well. Thank you very much. And appreciate all the wonderful comments we are getting from everyone out there, the viewers, the folks that like our page, and of course, like our videos on a weekly basis. 90 videos, that's just amazing. It's hard to believe that we've gone this far with COVID. We did the daily videos there till about the 1st of July. And since about the 4th of July, we've been doing once a week. And I think that's just about right. Uh, Today, our topic we think is extremely relevant to everybody as the country is in this mixed mode of opening, not reopening. Some may be going forward, some may be going backwards. Certainly, the pandemic has not disappeared. We know that. And it's going to certainly have an effect on our businesses as we go into the winter months, whether you're in the northern states where we're going to be hard pressed into outdoor dining spaces and patio dining, or in the southeast, southwest part of the country where you have the outdoor dining and, of course, the humidity and heat coming down that might actually help people. We know the topic of how to increase customers, how to retain customers, how you increase sales, which, of course, leads to improved cash flow as well as profits. Is anyone out there listening interested in increasing customers and increasing sales? If you answered yes, you want to increase customers, increase sales, and retain customers, then listen in. And I'm going to turn this over to Brian because he's going to give you some great ideas on how to fulfill those business needs. So, Brian, take it away, please.
All right. Thank you very much, Richard. And thank you, everybody that is watching today or somewhere down the road. What we're going to talk about today is how do we kind of hit all the major factors of growing a restaurant? And that is, how do you get people to come back more often? How do you get people to come that haven't been there yet? And then how do you increase the sales of those that are coming? And you can do all of that with one simple campaign, and we call it the Birthday VIP Club. Now, the reason that we don't just call it a birthday club is because most people are like, oh, yeah, I've done all that before. You buy a big list of people that are having a birthday in the area and you send them a postcard and then no one ever comes in. That is not what we're talking about here. So I want to make sure you are aware that we are talking about something completely different, and we're talking about doing it all electronically. Now, the reason that we want to do it electronically is twofold. Number one is that we don't want your staff to have to do anything crazy and have to pay attention to what's going out, what's coming in. We're going to handle all that electronically. And the other is that's how people do it today. That's how people want to receive coupons. That's how people want to interact with your business, is through their phones. So let's not try to force them to do something they don't want to do. Let's let them do it exactly the way that they want to. Does that make sense so far, Richard? Okay.
Absolutely.
So what we're talking about here is, if you don't know already, Facebook gives us the ability to run ads to people who are having a birthday this week. So that means every 7 days, you have an entirely new group of people who are seeing your offer. Now that gets the stage one, getting new people to come in, because you are now reaching out to people who are having a birthday, and you get to say, come on in for a free meal, buy one, get one free, whatever it is that you're going to do to get them enticed to come in. And you're going to do that through the Facebook system. And they're going to have, it's just literally, you press a button and say, just show it to people that are having a birthday this week. It's a really nice way to go. That also means that you're not constantly having to create new offers and new reasons for people to come in, because they're only seeing it for 7 days. So after the 7 days, you drop off and a whole new group of people are now seeing your ad. So these ads last and last and last. Now, what you have to pay attention to here is sort of step two. When people come in for their birthday, they don't come alone. Even if they are ordering through your online system and they're not going to actually come in, but they're going to take out, they still don't eat alone generally. So the buy one, get one free it's forcing them to not eat alone, but you're going to probably get a third, a fourth, a fifth meal out of that single ad. So it's a great way to go. Now, the trick here, this is key. So write this down. Build your list as you are getting them to spend money with you so that you can then bring them back. And that's why we call it a VIP club, right? So birthday VIP. So you get to reach out to this new list every 10 days or so and say, hey, because you're so terrific, we've got something special just for you. Come on in, or place this order online, or give us a call, whatever it is. But you get them to come back. And then you can always do all kinds of things where you upsell, where it's a bonus. You don't have to just give discounts. It's, hey, if you buy 2 meals, we're going to throw in dessert or something that is an upsell. So it's not just constantly giving away a 20%, 15%, spend 20, get 10 off. You don't have to do that with your VIPs because you are doing it just for them. You're making them feel special as this list grows, right? So you're now a year in, and hopefully you've got a list of 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 people, probably more. I'm trying to stay conservative so you don't think that I'm being ridiculous, but we are consistently getting right now, in the middle of all of this, we're still getting anywhere from 3 to 5 people signing up every day. And that is, I'm not giving you the big numbers because I don't know how long those are going to last, but we are seeing those kinds of numbers consistently. So we want to see that happen for you so that you can have a nice big list and that you can reach out. And before COVID, we were able to very consistently press a button, send out the offer to your VIP list, and we get about 8 to 10% of the list to take you up on that special offer. Even if you sent it at like 1:45 in the afternoon saying, hey, know what you're having for dinner tonight? We have a great family meal, and here's what it is, and it's just for our VIPs. Now we're actually getting between 5 and 6%. So it's not quite as good, but it's better than sending out a coupon to the mail and getting maybe 0.5% or 1% of them actually coming back in and using that coupon. So I want to make sure you're really hearing this. Now, if you're already like, well, I'm already doing Valpak, I'm already, sending out coupons and, they're doing fine. Well, hey, let's capitalize on that too and put them on your list, because you can actually do send code VIP20 to get on our VIP list or our birthday VIP list. And we'll give you the coupon that you have in your hand now on your phone. And then we'll also give you some great stuff down the road, so that instead of just sending out a coupon and hoping it'll come back, you're building your list at the same time. So that can be done. I know I've covered a lot. We're going for about 8 minutes. Richard, questions, thoughts, anything that you want to highlight?
Well, the key here is increasing your customers' visitations and new customers. And you've got to do that by giving the opportunity for the customer to find you. And if you're not fishing, you're not catching. And what this is going to do is help you fish in a lot better water, and you're going to be able to catch a lot more fish or customers. And it sounds a little funny, but it's true. This works. It will increase your sales. It will have your customers come in more often. It will even help you increase your guest check average, which is increasing margins at that point. So we didn't even talk about what it's going to do to the opportunity to sell that other side, additional desserts, as Brian alluded to, or an appetizer or a starter, or to allow the opportunity to upsell a customer from the one size up to the next size. And so we know this works because we have many clients and customers throughout the country using this process and using these tactics, strategies, and making them action plans and executing and seeing their sales increase and their customers increase. And even if COVID does turn an ugly head and close some of the dining in the restaurant dining, you need to do this now, because we've got to pivot back to more aggressive curbside, takeout, and delivery. And there are a lot of great alternatives out there to the not 30% or 23% delivery fees. And we've got solutions to help you get through that. and not have to spend those kinds of dollars. We want our industry to survive. We want our industry to thrive. We hope that some of the leadership in the governments can get some things passed, to get some more subsidies, to get some more legislation to help our country, to help our industry. But help yourself now with these ideas that Brian's talking about. Help yourself now. Don't be reliant on what's going to come out or doesn't come out of the government, whether it's federal or state or local. Help yourself. These are not expensive action items at all, not at all. And the return on these investments are literally almost, we can guarantee you're going to get your return in the first couple of weeks that you do this. Because you could spend, let's just give an example, $500 for a month on an independent store. That's basically $125 if you thought about it a week. You get that 5 to 7 customers a day. You do the math. Come on, 25, 30 customers new in a week. That's more than that $100, probably tenfold. So folks, it doesn't have to be $500 a month. What I'm doing is giving you an example. I'm giving you an example. You could spend less, you could spend more. But most importantly, don't just sit there and think, what am I going to do to wait for something to happen? Make something happen. Increase your customers, increase your sales. This is the NRC Helpful Moment number 90. Brian, that's what I have. Anything else from you?
I think that's it. I just really want to reiterate that if you thought about birthday campaigns and thought that it wasn't going to work, this way works. It has not failed us yet. It just works. And then think about 6 months down the road when you get to reach out to that list that you're building, and you can fill your restaurant with however many people were allowed at that point. You could, if you've got leftover food that you need to run as a special, you'll be able to press a button and have people take advantage of it. And it works that way.
But this works for dine-in, it works for carry-out, curbside, and delivery. And no matter what your circumstances are as far as capacity, be a survivor, don't be a victim. And this is what we're really saying to you. We're here to be helpful. This is the NRC Helpful Moment number 90. I'm Richard Weil and Brian Devine on behalf of all of us. Bye for now. Thanks.
Bye, everybody.